Okay, so we're back with their third or the fourth installment. I'm trying to remember right now. I think this might actually be the third installment. And this is kind of an example of what is in your manual. We call this the struggle. So we have set up all of this stuff for our learners who are sitting here in front of us, and they're still in school, by the way, which is cool. We always give people credit for when they're making their toward moves. And now we're going to go back over this, and we're going to talk a little bit about the struggle and what the stuff, how this stuff can really get in the way. So just by way of introduction. So here's what I'm going to do. My learners have been sitting here very nicely waiting. So we're going to come back into now noticing. Can I proceed a little bit further about my point of view and show you a little bit more? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. So you've told me who's important to you, what's important to you, what you want to be able to do or what you do. You talked about some of the stuff that shows up that gets in the way. Talked about some of the things you do to move away from the stuff inside of you that you don't want, right? So here's my question. How well does going up here and doing this stuff work to make this stuff down here go away? Okay?
Not well.
It doesn't.
Yeah. So like for example, right? Yeah. So the idea here is, let's say that you have, we actually didn't do regret, but we could do regret. If you were sitting there and you were doing regretting, what behavior might you be doing, Gabe, while you're sitting there having regret? Would you be doing a whole lot?
Nah, I'd be looking down.
You'd just be looking down, right? So you would have regret, you would go up here and do a behavior which would be look down. So if we were looking at you, having regret, you would just be sitting there looking down, right?
Yeah.
And when you're looking down, does looking down make regret go away? So that means you're going to be right back down here still feeling what? That stuff that you don't want to have, the regret, right? So now maybe what might happen is we might have some anger showing up inside of us, right? That might happen, right? So we go up here and we do something like we yell, which is something that we all do, myself included, to get away from our anger, right? And then our anger goes away, right? Does it go away?
No.
No, it doesn't go away. It's still there. Rats, right? We're back down there still feeling my anger. All right, so let me see. Maybe I might want to chuck some stuff. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to go up here and chuck some stuff. That'll work to get my anger to go away, right? Nah,
You're
rats.
just going to chuck more stuff.
You're going to chuck, yeah, just be like, you're going to be chucking more stuff. Exactly. Back up here, I'm going to chuck, that piece of furniture didn't work, so now I'm going to try something else. I'm still chucking some stuff, and my anger is doing what, right? And maybe now some sadness starts to show up, and now I go up here and I cry, right? I might start to cry, some tears might come, and then how well does that work to make that stuff go away? Does it?
No.
Now, it might work a little bit. Some of this stuff actually works a little bit because like, it feels good to yell sometimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
For like a split second. But then what happens? Does the anger show back up again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the idea here is that you could actually, if you just kind of keep doing this stuff, you can really get yourself down, spiraling down to where you really feel just stuck. And then I just write this word, stuck, right there. Have you ever felt stuck?
Yes.
Yeah.
Me too. At least 3 different times today I have felt stuck, right? Doesn't feel very good, does it? No. So then what we want to do then is notice, like for example, if we slide over here, is it possible to have some regret, Gabe, and go up here and talk to somebody?
Yeah.
Can you take your regret with you and kind of talk to somebody?
Mm-hmm.
Can you have some anger and still play a board game?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, you could do that, right? Can you have some sadness along and go to your acting class?
Mm-hmm.
Could you be angry and still come to school?
Yeah.
Can you have some sadness? Oh, how about this? I'm afraid to take a test stuff, right? That could be along for the ride too, right? Could you have this thought, I'm afraid to take a test, and go to class where the test is? Is it
Yeah.
possible to do that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And could you also take that along and go and pay attention? Right? So now let's take a look at something. This stuff that shows up, and when it shows up, what would seem to work better to get you where you want to go? The stuff you're doing up here or this stuff over here?
Over there.
Yeah. And when you're over here doing this stuff, how much energy do people put into trying to make this stuff go away, would you say? If you're really working hard to try and get rid of this stuff, how much time would you say you're spending trying to get rid of it?
A lot.
Yeah. And then how much is left to come over here and do the stuff that you want to do?
Not a
Not a
lot.
lot.
There you go, right? So what we try to do here is we try to help you kind of keep doing more of this stuff, right? Especially when this stuff starts to show up. And that's what we kind of do when we use in the matrix. All right? So hey guys, did a great job. Thanks a lot. That's it for the third video.